army of AI robots might steal your soul. Guys, Elon Musk announced plans to bring Tesla's autonomous robot taxis to Saudi Arabia, making Tesla's first confirmed expansion of its self-driving vehicle operations outside the U.S. Is that a Nazi salute? Is that what they're going to say? He's doing a Nazi salute.
Friendliest of
The
Nazi
friendliest
salutes.
Nazi salute because it's kind of going up. He's also deploying Optimus robots to boost economy and production. Can we show Connor the dancing robot video? Bro, this to me looks like it's not even real. Look at the balance and the technology to make this thing go. Go ahead. Rob, it dances better than me and you. Dude.
Why they got to make the robot black to dance good?
That's
racist.
Horse shit.
You know, if the robot was all white, there'd be no rhythm and trip over its own feet.
Yeah.
And fall.
Serious. What is this meta? Oh, it says, so Mark Zuckerberg envisions the future of artificial intelligence is deeply embedded in daily life, offering companionship, therapy, business, and interactions. That's Mark. Good old Mark. By the way, the glasses that he's wearing really pisses me off. Are they like AI meta?
Yeah,
something?
they're the meta
They're
glasses.
just recording. He's
Have
recording.
you tried them?
No.
They're pretty cool.
But what is he? What are you doing? Recording your life? What you're seeing?
Well, you can prompt the thing to
To do stuff?
yeah.
Nah, I want to live my life by
it's
itself.
weird.
Vinny
So-
used AI the whole day. I actually, you're the most prolific user of AI I've seen in a while.
I appreciate it. Like meaning optimizing ChatGPT to the fullest.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't play game. It's if you're not using ChatGPT right now, you're just trying to wing it. You're dumb.
I
And why?
was amazed. He like wrote the script, recorded it, put it up.
Because I'll just tell it. Like, listen, this is the from beginning to end. This is the story I want to tell. Put in order for me. Puts it in order, right? Give me the right. What titles are working on the internet? What's this? Well, if you're not utilizing it,
It's like walking instead of using a car at this point.
but when you see you have you seen someone play the guitar well or do something like very artful, like the way Vinny uses AI and the whole thing is just masterful. It's incredible. He was done in 10 minutes.
I'm gonna buy one of those robots and I'm gonna hook up with it, Rob. You cool with that?
Nice sex AI robot.
Yes.
What was the
say they'll vibrate.
Megan Fox and Subservience. Oh my God. Forget about
Forget
it.
about it.
I want to get killed by her. Sorry.
I would look. The last thing you see is Megan Fox with a knife over you. I'm like this.
I die happy.
I can't believe that. And according to reports, Machine Gun Kelly cheated on her.
Wow.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because
That
you
is
look at
crazy.
Machine Gun Kelly and he looks like Hillary Clinton if she was her hip hop star. Like it's just that weird smushed in lesbian haircut. And he got the hottest woman on earth. I don't dig their whole trip blood rituals.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
all that's
kinda
weird.
weird.
But to cheat on that, phew, you got balls, buddy.
Yeah. So through a series of public talks and podcasts, the Meta CEO outlined a world in which AI friends fill the social void many experience, citing statistics that the average American has fewer than 3 friends, but desires closer to 15. Zuckerberg believes AI can meet this demand and extend to roles like therapists, business agents, especially for people with access to such services. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. The Pope, Pope Leo, don't tell me. He is the 14th?
14th.
14th.
Good count, Vinny.
Nice.
Whatever they see on the PVD podcast is a lie.
Yeah. Pope Leo 14 made artificial intelligence a central theme of his papacy. What? He warned that AI poses significant risk to human dignity, justice, and labor, and drawing hysterical parallels to the Industrial Revolution. And that's the headline.
Vinny,
What's up?
Can I go back to something you said a couple of minutes ago where you said Zuckerberg feels like most men have like 3 friends and they want 15? I feel like Zuckerberg thinks he he tries to say what he thinks every male bro wants.
I know.
I have no desire for 15 friends. Give me 3 to 5
That's what I'm
rock
saying.
solid friends.
But
I don't need your.
But would you take a robot?
No, that's not a real. No.
Like, what, is he saying AI as in like in that movie Her with Joaquin
yeah,
Phoenix?
Bernie, you put it in the pocket.
Oh, you totally listen to it?
Yeah,
Nah,
but
bro.
I don't know. I think guys, males especially, we have such an easy time making friends. If we have one slight thing in common, we can get talking.
Totally.
you know?
Sports. Literally, it could be the smallest thing. You like sports? I love football. You like Trump? I love Trump. Boom.
And
Best
then
friend.
the
she's
more,
hot.
The
Yeah.
more, the more niche it is, the better friends you become. Like RC cars, whatever
Right.
it is, you know.
Have you ever gone to a place a bunch of times and you just walk past the same dude and you nod to him, and then
Yeah.
you see him somewhere else and you dap him like you've known him for 100 years?
100%
It happened
of
to me
the
in the
time.
gym a bunch. You know, I see you every day. I don't know you from somewhere. Then I see you at Applebee's and it's like, oh,
But it's
my man.
it's gonna get because I think you said this, both of you guys. It's about because Rob, think about it. It's gonna be at one point which one of these AI developer, either Meta, Zuckerberg, Altman, whoever, the NVIDIA guys, who has the most robots and who's going to use it?
that's the war.
Guys, that's the future. That is what's coming. Is you seen this one dancing? Did you see the one where 2 Asian guys are working on a robot and it just started going crazy, trying to swing and hit him?
He was swinging
It was great, bro. You're not going to be able to fight something that's titanium and punch it. So that's because what I'm saying is now it's going to get to the point where I'm going to have to hire, seriously, hire, whatever, maintain 5 robots to be my security
against
to stop me from other robots.
That's why I'm buying stocks in acid. You know,
Acid?
acid. That's the thing of the future.
Does that melt titanium?
Yeah, I don't know.
stuff-
I'm not a scientist.
I thought you were totally talking about different
acid.
acids.
Thermite.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something
I love it.
about friendship.
Thank you.
First of all, we guys make friends easier. The second of all is especially the interactions we have. Like we're trying bits on each other and funny things, and what we're looking for is human reaction, like an honest, true human reaction. And I don't think you can get that from AI. And the other thing is like having actual friends. Like I don't want to, embarrass this guy, but he's a top-notch guy. I literally went to his apartment building for some unrelated reason.
We'll talk about that after, but go ahead.
I was
Sounds terrible.
I was locked out of my car. He was coming home, and he just stops whatever he's doing and comes to help me get out of the car. And then this guy got involved, and we got the car open. But that type of friendship, like you can't have it from AI. Like having a community, having people that it hits different. And I'm very glad that the Pope is talking about this because this is important. Like this
That's
is very
scary
important
because he sees something, bro. There's a transcendent man. I forgot the guy. Rob, you might know the guy Hirschwell. He's the guy. He's an AI guy that wanted to Hirschwild, something like that. I'll look it up. But he did a movie called Transcendent Man, and he's the guy that wanted to bring his father back to life. But then the other people, the guys that were like brilliant,
Ray Kurzweil.
Ray Kurzweil.
Yes.
And what was the movie? Rob?
It was called Transcendent Man. Came out in 2009.
What a
2009.
movie.
And that movie, bro, that documentary, there were warnings in this movie from the main people, the brains going, guys, there's
Yeah,
going to
the
be an
Google guy.
intellect war. He goes, because this machine is thinking 1 trillion times faster per second than you. He goes, the same as this thing is going to think for itself. So the same way you see an ant and you just hit it and you go like this, that's what this thing is going to think of as us. So he's like, that difference from that moment, he's like, it's too far. He's like, we shouldn't let this happen because that moment's coming, bro.
No, it's here.
That's what the
I think we're too far gone.
That's what the Unabomber was thinking. So like I think he processed that faster than the average person can process it. Like he saw that trajectory of it, and I guess he didn't. His plan of execution to stop it wasn't that great. But
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Robots are going to take over the world. Let me bomb a federal building and kill hundreds of people and children. Didn't go about that the right way.
There was
but I think he's right in terms of being afraid of it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, there was a crazy. I've never heard of this term before. I'm looking for the clip because I pulled it for PBD podcast. Here it is. Amazon has created a new robot. It's called Vulcan, and what they say Vulcan does is it's the first.
Sounds evil.
Well, what it does is it's replace. They're saying it's not going to replace people in the package industry that package the items that are shipped to you, but it can now feel. And I forget the term that they use, but it's the first time that AI is able to actually feel.
Sentient?
No, because sentient is when it's cognitive, right? It's conscious. It actually has the ability to feel the packages and determine what's inside the packages and then what container it goes in.
Proprioception?
Connor, if I send you this, could you play it? It's crazy to watch
it to
this
him.
because it's scary because the terms they're using, you're like, oh no, this is how they start to replace us. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you right now.
Oh, great.
Boy.
To feel what's in the package?
To feel, it's the first time that AI has the ability to actually feel now.
If you think about it, they're not that different from us because like what's happening in our brains is just like electronic impulses. So like what's happening in a machine or a robot is just kind of electronic impulses.
Talk about your brain, buddy, not my brain. Nothing's
what's happening in your
here.
brain, too.
Nothing's happening in my brain.
Well, for people who have brain activity, it's just electronic impulses. So it's not really that different from what's happening with robots. So
By the way, the Pope is killing it. He already has more Twitter followers in a week than Francis had in the whole time.
well, he's the
American.
first. He's the first Pope to like be Pope when Twitter's hot though.
Yeah, and he's an American.
No, the other guy, Twitter. The other guy got in 2000. I forget.
13.
13.
But Brandon, and
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing is, the same stuff happening in them that's happening to us. But I don't think, like, and you know this for a fact, the robots don't have a soul. They don't have there's no, robots aren't going, am I going to go to hell for this? There's no
ability to feel compassion.
No,
stuff like
compassion
that.
or consequence because they're not
consequence.
going to jail. Bro, they're going to have jails. No, they just decommission them and rip their head off.
The only thing I'm worried about is the timeline of like a sex Megan Fox robot and them killing us. Like hopefully that
Imagine that the day the hot, sexy robot comes out, everybody does a war. And I'm like,
How are women going to compete with that?
no, they're not.
Connor found the video if you want to play it real quick. Just watch this. This is so weird to hear them talk about how AI is now able to feel things.
Amazon's new robot, Vulcan, doesn't look like a person or move like one.
This is the robotic gripper. This is the hand. These are paddles that can squeeze the item.
But it's doing a job that until now only people at Amazon could do, stowing thousands of items into bins.
Our hands are one of those most amazing parts of our bodies. And it's that physical intelligence, that physical AI that we're trying to give to the Vulcan robots.
Physical AI.
While other robots rely on cameras, Vulcan is Amazon's first robot that's able to feel the items it touches,
Jeez.
meaning it can handle way more items than past robots, choosing and placing them accurately.
So on a single shelf, you might be able to create a certain size space, maybe for a dog toy, but not for a basketball. The robot is doing that assessment.
Jeez.
So as Amazon empowers some of its 750,000 plus robots with more and more skills like ours, is Vulcan the robot that could finally eliminate the need for Amazon's human workforce?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Those people are going to be out of jobs. 750,000 robots? That's jobs that
I thought they were going to say 750,000 employees, and I was going to say that seems a little low for a company their size. But no, just robots.
Oh, my God, bro. That's freaking...
So you guys,
It's gonna be like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like Jeff Bezos is gonna have like everything locked up, and we're just gonna get packages.
that's
But-
that's
go
what
ahead.
keeps things cheaper, though. I think.
Of
So
course.
That's but that's the good side of it because I don't know. There's a lot
That's
of bad
not a good
things.
side, Brandon. We've proven that's not a good side. The damage that we've done to the world for trying to get the cheapest thing
But
possible.
we can produce domestically though if it's cheap enough because of robots. Like we don't have to get it from other countries. If
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah, but then what happens to the people?
Well, every time this has happened before, like every time, like every 100 years, 50% of the workforce gets replaced by technology. And
Industrial Revolution and then
Yeah.
late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
This is just another form of that.
yeah, and like each time we're like, oh my God, it's taking all the jobs. What are we gonna do? And then like more jobs get created that we didn't
They're
even think
taking our
of. So
jobs.
Well, because what they did was they created machines that replace the human workers, but then they use the workers to run the machines. But what happens when they have the machines running the machines? Then there's no use for humans
and
whatsoever.
then what happens to the humans? They go on the street because they're hungry. There's no food. And then it's going to look like those futuristic movies where the robots are doing their thing. And then there's people in the street, like in the sewers in Demolition Man.
Can I?
But that's why-
That's a good movie.
That movie's getting better by the
I know.
year. It's getting better by the
Getting
year.
weird.
that's why he talks about UBI though, because like if that was the case, then everything like because what makes things expensive is the cost of labor. So if robots are making everything, then in theory you could get like housing and food and like the basic things for free, basically.
Oh man! Oh, did you guys hear about this? This story's freaking crazy. NBC Sports will use an AI to recreate the voice of the late
Yeah.
Jim Fagan, who died in 2017 for select NBA promos, title sequences, and the show opens with the NBA coverage returns to NBC in October 2025. The initiative was developed in partnership with Fagan's family to seek to evoke nostalgia with the classic round ball rock'em theme while supplementing rather than replacing live voiceover work. Chris, what do you think about this?
Yeah, this is a crazy one, but it's interesting. In sports, like people's voices they become so like legendary and mythical, like a John Madden. I know in Yankee Stadium where I grew up, we had a guy named Bob Shepard. And from the time Mickey Mantle and almost like Babe Ruth played, he always announced their at-bats. And he made it all the way to like the beginning of Derek Jeter's career. So he's like real famous. You'd hear like now batting for the New York Yankees, #2, Derek Jeter. And for the last 10 years of Derek Jeter's career, when Bob Shepard passed away at like 100 years old, he wouldn't let anybody else announce his name, so they just used a pre-recorded Bob Shepard for the next 10 years.
But it was still his voice.
But it was his voice. So
This is an
but
AI generated.
This is a little different. Yeah.
I got to be honest. I've had the same thing. I'm an Eagles fan. We've had Merrill Reese calling the Eagles for as long as I can remember. One of my earliest memories is Merrill Reese riding with my dad, driving in the car and listening to Eagles games on the radio. Merrill Reese calling those games. If he were to pass away,
Oh.
I don't know if I'd be against having AI play-by-play commentary in his voice because there's something soothing about it. I know that we don't want to replace everything with AI, but for me, it's like it takes me back to a better time. It takes me back to like it's nostalgia for me to hear Merrill Reese call Eagles.
You know where this kind of I started seeing this type of stuff was family members who lost a loved one, like a family lost a dad. So now it's the 2 daughters, a son, and the mom, and then they gift the daughter a bear, and the bear has the dad. You squeeze it, and the dad's like, "Hi, I love you," and it's like, "What the? I don't want that in the house." Like they take a recording of him from a video and they put it in there. That's when I started. I first saw it. That's a little. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't see any harm in hearing your favorite person announce it.
That's why Black Mirror is such a good show, though, because like they all start out like this, where you see the good side of it, but it shows how it always goes bad. I mean, I don't know if
is
it's
it?
Black Mirror.
Have you seen-
No,
Rob,
I'll have to watch
Oh
that
my
on
God.
Netflix.
on
Yeah, you-
Netflix. Yo, dude.
Rob, I can't
I'm
really
gonna send you one
watch
episode.
it.
What's the
I
episode?
want to
where-
watch it with you,
Dude,
Rob.
the guy, Rob, you have to watch the episode. I forgot-
7 seasons of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
Robbie,
watch it.
Rob,
All right.
find out the one where the guy and the girl hit a bicyclist and they throw his body over the cliff. Find out which one that. Please start watching that one.
In the Black Mirror episode Crocodile, Mia and
Crocodile.
Rob, while driving
Well, don't-
intoxicated, that's not what
Yeah.
happened.
Don't spoiler alert yourself.
Don't spoil it. Don't
all right,
spoil
all
it. But that's the one you have to watch, Rob.
Oh my God, I'm excited for you.
Is it a
Connor-
series? Can you jump right in on
Dude, you haven't
episode?
seen Black Mirror? Oh
It's
my
about
God.
technology.
Do a watch party.
We'll do it.
Listen, listen.
Yeah, it's about technology that's like 10 years away, but I mean, started like 10 years
And
ago.
it's not
so-
like a sequential series. Like
No,
you could just watch an episode
Any
somewhere?
standalone.
Each
Oh, that's
episode's
pretty
like a
cool.
movie, and it just like
Oh,
it's like
see,
a
I like
warning
stuff
basically
like
about
that.
how technology could go bad.
Yeah.
Like this technology that's gonna go. This is gonna go terribly wrong. This is gonna go so wrong.
Which one are you talking about? We've
Like
talked-
no, the
voice?
The voice. It's gonna go so wrong. Like big media companies are gonna start buying people.
There was a hold on. There was a that's a
It
good
already
point.
happened.
Yeah.
But no, but there was a radio station that was using an AI disc jockey, and nobody knew until like a report came out. But they did it for months, like 6 or 7 months, where people were listening to this AI voice, but they had no idea it was AI, and they were just enjoying the radio show until somebody wrote that report and ruined it.
Do you remember like 6 months ago there was like a viral clip that went around where it was like a radio show where one AI radio host and the other AI radio host realized that they were AI? Like in live time, and they were like,
no.
guys, this is going to be our last show. We pause like regular people, but we just found out that we're AI. It's the
you
craziest
serious?
2 or 3 minute clip ever.
And to what I was just talking about, May 3rd, this is from Vice. Radio station duped audience and secretly used an AI host for 6 months. This was in Australia. Nothing good.
Nothing.
We've talked about this earlier.
Just Chad.
Yeah, I think he's New Zealand.
Yeah, he's New
That's what the same area of the world.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chad.
And Amy, she's actually
Amy's
from
Australian.
Australia.
But why do New Zealand people from New Zealand get so mad when you say like you're from Australia?
Because
They sound exactly.
They're like
It
Canadians.
hits a nerve.
They're like Canadians to Australians.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's how they
Chad,
feel.
Chad, I love you. I'm sorry.
New Zealand's the Canada. Like,
How
New
about
Zealand, whatever, you guys love
Vinny, How about
kangaroos.
AI Bruce Willis?
What do you mean?
He
bring it
sold
back?
his image and likeness to be in movies as an AI
ooh,
clone.
we could get Die Hard 1 again.
Well, I don't know, but once you die hard,
Can I tell you what I'm using AI for? My wife and I were fighting through text message, and so what I did was I went into ChatGPT and I just said, "Can you write a response to this?" So my wife's sending me text message after text message, and I just grabbed the text, I put them in an AI. AI then formulated a response. To be honest, I never even read the messages she was sending, and then AI just responded, and that went on for the entire train ride home yesterday.
I
And
love
by
it.
the time I came home, my wife was happy that I had listened to her feelings,
Nice.
and we were good, and we moved on. And I went, "Oh, I love AI. I love it."
that's the positive side of AI, saving relationships.
Yeah, GPT.
Yap GBT. Yeah, woman. And then you guys hear about this? So this is Arizona family creates an AI generated video of a brother for victim impact statement. The family of Christopher Pepley, the 37-year-old fatality in 2021 road rage incident, brought him back to life in an AI generated video during his convicted killer's April sentencing hearing. Well, there's no video of that, is there?
This would piss me off.
Wow, the AI-generated video of Puckley delivered an impact statement about his life and death during Gabriel Paul Horacita's sentencing hearing. Horacita was found guilty of manslaughter over his fatal shooting of Puckley, an Army veteran, in a road rage incident. Stacey Wales, the victim's sister, and her husband employed AI to create his voice an image in the courtroom. Is this it?
Yeah, but
What?
well, I have no problem with them using AI for like a graduation ceremony, right? And your dad passed away before you could graduate, but they get a video of your dad congratulating you and telling you how proud. That's fine, okay. But there's actually going to be, it's in the sentencing phase of this guy's trial. So they're actually now influencing,
The
I guess
jury.
it would be the judge, right? Is it the judge or the jury that decides the sentencing? I think it's
No,
jury.
Well, it's so now they're passed. So it's already gone. The sentencing is the judge. So the judge can feel like some type of way and be sad about.
Yeah, like I think there's a problem there because it's unused technology in a court of law that's going to have legal ramifications for a person. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, Rob's 100% right. I don't want to veer off too far, but I was listening to Megyn Kelly last night, and she had somebody on talking about the impact having Cassie Ventura come into the courtroom with this humongous belly. Like Diddy's lawyers were trying to make it where she can't come in because they were like, they're going to see this woman here 8.5 months pregnant, and they're going to start feeling for her, and it's going to elicit emotion. And they were saying, like, these are people at the end of the day. Like, these jurors are not robots. So to go along with that, if I'm sitting in a chair here and I watch that and I see this family, it's going to be real hard for me to not be like, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Let's see the video, Humberto? No, let's go. I want to go to you. So this is the deceased. What's his name? Pelkey. Let me sign out his name. Hold on. His name is Christopher Pelkey. He passed away, 37 years old, and this is to him doing the impact statement. Go ahead, play this. I'm going to act as the judge.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. It means a lot. I can't tell you how humbled I am for those that spoke up for me, everyone who flew in, took off work, those who are watching this remotely, and for everyone who has supported my family and loved ones through 3.5 years and 2 trials. I wish I could be with you all today. To Your Honor, Judge Lang, thank you for making yourself available to see this case to the end, especially when the rescheduled trial conflicted with your daughter's spring break.
Oh, man, this is
Thank you for listening to everyone today.
Make it personal.
Thank you for reading the flood of impact statements that came in before today that so many people wrote on my behalf. Every single one of them is meaningful and gives a glimpse into my life with each of them. To Gabriel Horcasitas, the man who shot me.
Oh, my God, dude.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have.
Oh, my God.
And I still do.
Oh, my God.
Guilty. Death to the other guy.
If I was the judge, I'd be like, kill him. Yeah. Wow, bro, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
It's gonna be a thing where you have to sign off on people being able to make those probably, because I mean now that it's being rolled out.
Oh, and Brandon, think about it. Like they could have prompted him to go, these aren't real tears, but if I was real, these would be wetting the floor and the.
Yeah,
How about
or
if
like-
he had like a newborn or a widow and he started talking to them in like real, you know?
Or they kill a baby. The baby dies, and then they're like, "Hi, I'm the baby, but I'm 10 now, and I know how to talk." Oh my, Rob!
How many
What do you
things
think about that?
It gets to a point where if it's for emotional purposes and there's no ramifications in the judicial system, I'm all for it. But there's no way a judge. First of all, I mean, AI has gotten leaps and bounds better, but they got to work on that robot voice because that robot the entire time, I'm like, that's such a robotic delivery. But yeah, once it comes to like actual consequences in a court of law, that's where I draw the line. It's fine for entertainment. It's fine for emotional stuff, but not for a court of law.
Now, if I get killed and this tool is available, I'm 100% in. All right, and I will have 2 bodyguards on the side, and it wouldn't be as nice. I'd be like, "Hold me back, hold me back! This guy just shot me."
They can make you say anything though, so you gotta be careful with that. Because like I feel like it's gonna get to the point where it's like a contract law. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be in the point where you get to like contract law where you're like, all right, like you could or could not use AI recreation on me. You can say these things. You cannot say these things. Like X, Y, Z. Because like, what if you have them come out and be like, yeah, I've always actually been gay or whatever.
That's what it's so weird that that's what you went to. Because in my head, I'm like, man, they're gonna end up making me gay. Like, my kids are gonna bring me back, and then at the end, I'm gonna come out of the closet to everyone. AI Rob is gay.
And you know what they decided on the trial about the pregnant woman thing? This is POS. It's unbelievable. They decided to have her sit there before the trial started, so they didn't see her walking in with a belly.
Oh, so just catch him sleeping. Just Pearl Harbor him with that belly.
Yeah,
That's
no,
crazy.
yeah. So they requested, defense requested for her to be sitting there already. You know what I mean? So they didn't see her pregnant.
Wow.
Is that the first time they saw her? They didn't know anything about her prior?
I don't know.
Wow, that is crazy.
Oh, anyway, I think AI. Listen, I hope I am long gone and dead.
Ooh,
Oh no,
sorry,
let it ring.
that's
Rob.
AI.
Oh, wow, they're listening. Oh, it's your wife, Rob.
No.
ChatGPT.
No, she is texting, but I'm just going to use AI to
Okay.
respond.
But yeah, I think the future of AI. I hope I'm long gone before any robot fighting, becoming a slave to a robot.
Sex
Because all they're gonna
robots?
do, bro, is you just need, honestly, 500,000 strong, indestructible robots. They'll take over the whole country.
Yeah.
Take over everything. Stay in your house, or else, laser. It's
I
over.
want to take over Cuba.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm telling you right now, everybody's going to have robots in 50 years. Everybody's in 20 years. People will have their own robots.
Dibs on
do whatever they
Cuba,
want.
beautiful island.
But, and that's what Elon, to close it out, Elon said he envisions a world where there are 10 billion robots. He was on stage in Saudi Arabia. 10 billion robots where every human being has their own robot that does all of the tasks that they don't want to do is done for them through that robot. Like Judy Jetson from the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Or whatever the robot.
she's cleaning
what
the
was
house
the robot?
and-
Was that Judy or was that the mom?
Judy was the wife or what, mom or whatever.
What was the, yeah, what? Well, they were all kind of babes for cartoons. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
it's all good. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.